All right, TikTok, how you doing? Another beautiful afternoon. So, I got a few of them that I marked out. I'm gonna go live later on. Well, I'll explain that. But I've been doing my lives in the daytime for a very specific reason. And I'll share with you the story when I go live tonight. I promise you I'll be there. I'll even set it on a schedule so it alerts everybody that wants to know. But here's a couple of co-created things I've been working on for. Anyway, it's called Just Like This. I hope you like it. God says, I will prepare a table for you in the midst of your enemies. My faith answers him, and I will sit and dine with them as your testimony. As a matter of fact, while we're on the subject of miracles, I have something else to say. Thank you, Father, for teaching me to speak to you when I pray. For letting me be irrational at times and say things that I don't mean. For being patient with me because you've read my heart and not judged what you've seen. Thank you for giving me the strength in time of solitude that it took to heal. For the disloyalties and betrayals that had to happen so that they would be revealed. For the protection of not only myself, but of my heart, that you created to love perfectly by not judging those in the dark. For keeping in the forefront of my mind that I was once there. For giving me the heart to visit the widows and orphans through sometimes brutal love and care. For giving me the courage to speak exactly the way that I was shaped, and to walk through the darkness of this world to look for the sheep that have lost their way. In essence, what I'm saying is I adore you and I thank you for these gifts. I thank you even more for the heart to turn around and give it away just like this. So that was one. We got a couple more minutes. I don't know if we're gonna burn up the whole 10, but this is just to say I miss you and I'll be seeing you. This one's called Let It Be. This generation, for the most part, is very dark. They can be rough. But these are the very ones that I'm called to be an example of love. Love is sacrifice. It takes patience while walking through some very dark times. It takes wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to strengthen one's mind. And then there's your heart that you must diligently keep protected, because everybody and their brother is coming with their miscued projections. This is only one of the testimonies that you were called to stand in. It's the type of scenario played out in real life that brings understanding. Here's another one if you have just one more minute to spare. I won't take too much more of your time. I know it's precious, I'm well aware. But to stay completely silent in the midst of some really heinous things done against you, to let people project weaknesses because you choose not to move. Even when it was life or death, you listened to the voice that said stay. You knew immediately that this was being used for the masses as an example of faith. So there it is for y'all, a little more of my life for you to see. I hold nothing from you. I stand firm in just letting it be. And the last one of the afternoon. And then we'll move on inside a little later, and I'll go live with you. This one's called Set Apart. I hope you enjoy it. People are saying I'm strange or weird when what they're seeing is me being set apart. Do you see how your projections can keep you from someone with you on their mind and heart? I'm not really one to explain myself, but for you, I want clarity. I'm trying to train you to use spiritual eyes. We're running out of time. Here comes the enemy. We'll call this lesson being set apart because most of you already have it twisted. I'll take a second to undo some lies and some of those misconceptions. First off, what tops the charts? What makes the number one on this list? Well, that would have to be those of you who are saying, he's just faking all of this. Number two missed number one just barely because it's just as silly. but that I'm somehow better than you. That one right there, that one just kills me. I can keep going on with these projections, but that's not what this lesson's about. I started off explaining to you that this is what happens when you've been chosen to be set apart. Now, for those of you who are starting to pay attention and this is opening your eyes, I'm so glad to meet you. I've been waiting to greet you on behalf of the Soul Tribe. This is a very lonely path we've all chosen, and you've made it through the initiation of stripping of pride. Now, every step you take and every move you make will be led by the divine. You will find yourself by yourself for what seems like a very long time. But when you emerge from that cocoon of set apart, what a miracle we will find. That's called set apart. So as you can see, I've been on a roll. Spirit-led, spirit-filled, spirit-full. Like, it doesn't matter where I'm at these days, or what I'm doing. Inspiration comes my way, I sit right down no matter what wrong. And this is the manifestation of my dreams that you're starting to see manifest. I mean, right in before your eyes, you're being blessed to see miracles as a witness. I'm so honored, really humbled to be playing this part, to watch my faith turn into reality, and most of all, y'all. Because this is not supposed to be in any way, shape, or form. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not even supposed to be breathing, let alone sharing this miracle with y'all. And forgive me if I seem to go into reflection, because that's exactly what this does. It puts me in a place of awe. And the miracles just keep flowing through my mind one by one. The miracle of you is by far, even more than my writing. I would have to say y'all have me in most in all. I thank God every night for you. Because I hear my words are starting to penetrate. I hear they're starting to heal. I hear many starting to rethink decisions they made. Starting to think through eyes of eternity. And what the most important lesson I think of all is that they seen a broken vessel be part of a miracle. It's exactly who he said he would use. So the minute you start to think that you're beyond his reach, think again. Matter of fact, do yourself one better and just look at me. I love each and every one of you, and you are a true blessing. To me, in my eyes, I'm not just saying this is not just some euphemism. You are the celebrity, and I am your biggest fan. Without you, there is no me. This is a 50-50 collaboration. I love you. I'll be seeing you tonight.